Hello, welcome, Duncan. And welcome everybody else that popped in. It's good to see you. My name is Brian, and we're going to get started here shortly. I have a lot of miscellaneous kinds of things. I have some video games for you, Legos, um, some vintage toys, and some miscellaneous things. I have an eBay store as well. And the eBay store, my wife and I are moving, so we're trying to clear out as many things as we can so we don't have to, hey, the countdown, so we don't have to move as much. So I'm going to try and clear out a lot of this stuff. Some of the things will be $1. Nothing is more than five. Let's just say that. Nothing's going to start more than five. I'm always open to suggestions. If you find that you want to bundle something or you see some things that you want me to take out of order, just let me know. And I may have a couple of surprises. We have some giveaways too that we're going to be doing. And our giveaway today is a set of 4 of these vintage Schlitz coasters. These might be ones that you get in a bar, put your beer on. These are from 1962, and they have a really cool look to them. So we'll be giving away some of those. So when I set that up, you can go ahead and enter the giveaway. But right now, we're going to get started with some video games. So I have up today, these are all Xbox One games. And if you see anything that you like, let me know. I'll show them all first, and then I'll start going down the road here. All right, so our first one is, this is Halo 5. This is the one that comes in like the metal box. These are all Xbox One games. This one's Pac-Man 2, Championship Edition 2, Call of Duty Cold War. This is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty World War II, Just Dance 2016, 9 years old, I guess. This is Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition, and Plants vs. Zombies Deluxe Edition, GW2. So we'll just get started with the first one. Let's see, it shows up. Let's say Xbox. The first one would be Call of Duty. Call of Duty Cold War. Sorry, I'm reading the screen at a distance. It's a little difficult for me. Call of Duty Cold War. Oh, I spelled it Cold Wear. That's nice. Well, Cold War. So we're going to start Call of Duty Cold War. And like I said, I'll try and move these things along so we get to as many things as we can today. It's in good condition. It's not a library copy. Actually, this one is still sealed. It's never been played before, so it's still sealed in this plastic. So I can't show it to you. Otherwise, I have to open it. That's Call of Duty Cold War. Still sealed. Brand new. All right. Next one coming up would be, not this one, Star Wars Battlefront. This one comes with the disc and the instructions. There we go. So this is Star Wars Battlefront, starting at $5. The pictures on the back look really cool. Star Wars Battlefront. Okay, we have 5 seconds left. Okay, was any interest in the Xbox One games at all? Because I will move on to something else if we're not an Xbox group here. Okay. Is anybody here from Florida? I have a, well, here you go, my friend. Oh, the countdown. Yeah, I remember you. I have this Florida, maybe you saw this before. This is the Florida ashtray trinket tray. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to run this. This is right in front of me, so I'm going to run this again. Just in case any other Floridians jump in here. Starting at $3. And you should change the time here. We'll change them to 15 seconds, all right? Here's the Florida trinket tray, ashtray, vintage item. These are things you might sell in a, you see them in a, souvenir shop or something like that for the tourist crowd. Okay. I also have something new you may not have seen. I was going to get to this in my last one. I never got to it. This is a Starbucks Christmas mug. It has kind of a winter theme to it. It's from 2000. Let's try a mug. Oh, I guess I never did add this one. All right. All right. We'll just put that under there. We'll say star. Okay, we'll start the Starbucks Christmas mug at $2. Oh, what does it weigh? What does it weigh? It's gonna be a pound with the box. So this is the Starbucks Christmas mug. There we go. Yeah, we'll start that at $2. The Starbucks Christmas mug. Yeah, I have. Oh, OG. Oh, no, these are Xbox One games that I have here. Would you like me to show you those? No problem. Yeah, these are probably about 8 or 9 years old, something like that. Okay. Do we have any knife people in the crowd? I do have a couple of pocket knives. And these, I guess, would qualify as pen knives. These are NASCAR knives. And then I also have I have a cleaver. Not the world's largest cleaver, but it's kind of a normal size one. It does need a good sharpening, though. Gotta tell you that. And it's got some tarnish on the side. You might want to polish that up. Yep, you can see. You can show yourselves on there. Okay. Well, we'll start with the cleaver. There it is. All right, we're going to start the cleaver at $2. Oh, here's our cleaver right here. If it's a vintage model, the tang doesn't go all the way through the handle. It goes about halfway through. Any Pokemon fans out there? I also have, it looks like it's a lunchbox, but it's not. It's for the Pokemon card game. I guess you could use it as a lunchbox. but it's really for the cards. Let's see here. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have that one on there either. Let me add that one. Okay, we'll start that at $2. Hey, if you're just getting here, welcome. Thanks for coming by. We're going to have a giveaway soon. We're going to run this Pokemon box here. Starting at $2, here's the Pokemon box. It has the handle, which is, for me, is a little unusual. Usually things like this I get, they're always missing the handle. I'm not too sure why. But this is to hold your Pokemon cards for a particular game, I imagine. It looks just like a lunchbox. Yeah, not the case. I've sold a couple of things, Barbie stuff, missing the handles every time. Every single time. All right, let's go over to our giveaways. And let me add those in there. Sorry, I was a little unprepared here. Let's say this would be our coasters. And we're going to do 4 of those today. Here we go. All right, so here's our first one. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, go right ahead. This is what we have for you today. I have a lot of these. It's the vintage Schlitz coasters, like drink coasters. These have never been used before. Real gusto. Real gusto. All right. I also have a vintage cribbage board. This looks like it has never been used before. Take a look what we have. It says Scoremaster. These were made in the USA in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is where my daughter lives. It's about 2.5 hours from me here. Come on out. Here it is. This is really good shape. I don't believe it's been used before because it would have some kind of markings on it or anything cracked or something. And all the little pegs for the cribbage game are stored in the back here. Yeah, it's a nice piece. I mean, it's almost something you could hang on the wall, put a thermometer on it or something if you don't want to use it for that. Okay, the cribbage board starting at $3. There we are. And it comes with the original box, which is also in good condition too. Okay, 5 seconds left. All right. If there's anything you see in my inventory you want me to run for you, just let me know, and I will be happy to pull it aside for you. I also have I got my camera and everything in a better position. I can actually show the entire Tyrannosaurus here. This is Jurassic Park. It has the Jurassic Park logo on the feet. And all I can tell, I can put up the mic here and you can hear what he says. He just goes, he makes like stomping sounds. When you press the button there, he does that. So you twist his tail to make him run. You do this to make him, I guess, eat. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to just make that sound or because his battery's low. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. But anyway, let's run the Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus. There we are. And we're going to start him off at $5. There we are. If you're just coming in here, thanks for dropping in. There we are. Here's Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus. in good condition, working that I can tell. All right, put him aside. Yeah, here's one of the things I have that's missing the handle. As I was saying before, a lot of these they end up just come missing handles. Kids play with them, you know. It's a Hot Wheels box. It's from 1980, I believe. Let's see, it's set on here. Yep, 1980 Hot Wheels box. It's missing the handle. Comes with a couple of Hot Wheels inside of it. There's a couple. There's a truck and a couple of two trucks and two cars are like semi trucks. Very cool. It'd be a nice display piece also if you have Hot Wheels. There, Snap works. All right, let's see. We've got about a minute left to enter the giveaway. Yeah, this would hold 12 cars. Okay, starting at $3. All right, who we got? All right, Duncan, thank you very much. I'll put this in the bin of commerce for you. And let's see. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to leave you all alone there. I'm back. I have some. These are some vintage Boy Scout patches, and if there's any interest in those, I'll be happy to take some out of the bag here and show you. Some are for the Detroit area council. Some are from other areas too, around the country. So, is anyone into Boy Scouts? We can even do a deal for the whole bag if you're interested. There's probably, looks like there's 15 to 20 of them in there, really. Yeah, thanks for coming in. If you're just getting here, I appreciate you coming by and checking out my stuff. Okay, I'll put those aside. If anyone changes your mind, you let me know if you want in on Boy Scout stuff. I also have some vintage Star Wars comic books as well. These are not in my inventory. I didn't get to put them on yet, but I have these as well. These are probably from the 1980s. These are Marvel, Star Wars Marvel comics here. And if we have any interest in those, I'd be happy to run these. I have this one here. This is Star Wars. Something about Spider-Man. This one is they're just different stories. I don't know why they have Spider-Man's picture on the bottom though. Maybe he's the Marvel symbol there. Yep, these are all from the 1980s. Oh, this is Spider-Man and Captain America, not Star Wars, sorry. This is Marvel Team Up Spider-Man and Captain America. Just says June. I'd have to look inside to find the year. It's probably from the 80s or later because it does have a barcode symbol on it. Here's Indiana Jones. Another Star Wars. This one doesn't have a little plastic background, though. This is Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is a famous scene. Guy gets his hand burned by the badge or the amulet. Oh, and this is probably for that one. So there's nothing in there. Probably goes with the one I showed you. Didn't have a cover. So I have those. Is there any interest in any of those? I'd be happy to run them for you. Yeah, thanks for coming by today. Appreciate you. Okay, any interest in Indiana Jones, Star Wars comics? Oops, not showing one there. There we are. There's one right there. There's Indiana Jones. Any Elvira stuff? No, man, I wish I had Elvira stuff. No, nothing like that. Here is, I also do not have this on my inventory. This is a Monopoly game for Sega Genesis. Yeah, I guess I was going to play Monopoly. I would just go get a Monopoly board and play it. But here it is. There's one here for Sega Genesis, Monopoly. It comes with the instructions as well. I know the previous owner of these, so they took very good care of their stuff. And you know what's I find is that when I buy things from people, I like buying them from. She was an only child. She is an only child, and they take really good care of their stuff. Not because I don't have any siblings around to tear it apart. And if anybody also, just so you know, I have a whole box full of DVD minus RWs. So if you need any of those, I do have this box of them for sale as well. No, no interest there? Okay, well, we'll just go down the list here. We'll start running stuff. I have a bag of 3 Star Wars figures. I have Chewbacca. It's not the Mandalorian. Looks like it's a Clone War trooper. And I hadn't been able to figure out if this is Han Solo or if it's Luke Skywalker, because their face is all covered by, they're in their little their winter coats, so you can't really tell who it is. I think it's Han Solo. Also comes with this guy here, not the Mandalorian, from Clone Wars, and he's got his gun and a badge of some kind that comes with it. It's also black. You can hardly see it here. And then I have Chewbacca, who's got his crossbow as well. And all 3 of them come in the set for one price. This is a bag of 3 Star Wars, it's called. And we will start that one at $5 for all 3 of them. You get Chewbacca, likely Han Solo, Clone Wars trooper, but he's black. Or I guess he's a black stormtrooper. I don't know. It depends on how you want to talk about him. Okay. I will put them back in here. And we will come back to that later. I think it's the time. Oh, it's almost time to run another giveaway. Yeah, let's go over to the giveaways. This is number 2. And the giveaway, if you hadn't seen it already, it's hard to tell with people popping in and out of here sometimes, but we have a set of 4 Schlitz coasters. These are brand new from 1960. Real Gusto. A set of those. They're kind of cool for display. We could put your drink on them. They're made of kind of like a pressed cardboard. You can get these still in bars now, I think. They bring them out to your table and put your drink on them. At least the better bars do, right? I also have a set of Star Trek comic books. Now, this is an unusual scene right here. You never see like a love interest with Geordi LaForge, But in this one, he does. These are probably from the 1980s, just because that's when Next Generation came out. So we have 1, 2, 3. Another one. This is 4, but it's the same one as the last one. 5, 6, 7 Star Trek comic books, probably from the 1980s, and they will all go for one price. And you have about 3.5 minutes to enter. All right, let's see. This is a lot of Star Trek comics. $5 for the whole lot of them. Unusual scene with Geordi. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, duplicate. Okay. No interest in Star Trek comics? I don't. It's funny. I don't think Star Trek really translated very well to comics. It started out as a TV show. I think it's almost better if they start out as comics and then maybe turn them into a movie or something like that. That's how I feel, at least. But all right. We also have Legos. I have packages of Legos that are. These are sorted by color. They're just the standard kind. I have yellow, dark green, white, red, blue, dark blue, I guess, is green, and orange. And then I have one bag of all the colors that didn't make them to the other bag right here. So if there's any interest in any Legos, let me know. I'd even be happy to run. There's 250 in here. I'd be happy to even run them as one lot if you need all those different colors. Perfectly fine with me. Oh, and that's right. I forgot about this one, like the bright green. No interest in the Legos? All right. We'll move on. Do we have any Jeep owners? I have a Jeep in a tube. This is probably a car that you would get. I don't know if you'd buy it or not, but anyway, you get it probably when you bought a Jeep. And my favorite part about this one is it comes with all these warnings. Now, this is before Stellantis bought Chrysler. So it says actually Chrysler Corporation on it. But here's the car. Here's the Jeep. And it's in really good condition. It doesn't look like it's been played with. It still has a tag on it. But my favorite part is, and if you've seen me auction this before, you know it's my favorite part, is read this little card in here. It says there's only one Jeep. And when you use the word Jeep, or if you write it, you have to use a capital J for Jeep. It says, when possible, identify Jeep as a registered trademark of Chrysler Corporation with the notice following its first occurrence in text. Jeep should not be used as a verb, like jeeping, in the plural form Jeeps, as a possessive noun Jeeps with apostrophe S, or hyphenated Jeep-like. The mark should not be spelled in lowercase. Oh, man. I mean, you get this car and it's like it comes with a bunch of strings attached. So anyway, we're going to run the Jeep. Oh, we got our coaster winner is Bears Collector. Hey, congratulations, Bear. You must be, maybe, I shouldn't assume, maybe you're from Chicago. All right. Well, congratulations there. We'll run the Jeep. Mm-hmm. Yep, Jeep diecast. We will start that one at $2. So it's in really good condition, has not been used or played with. Come on out of there. There he is. All right, Duncan. I see you there. I see you in the back there. All right, congratulations. I'll put this over here aside for you in the bin of commerce. And I am back. I thought I had some other cars too. Maybe I sold those already. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy here. Ooh. Here, take a look at this. Before I look for any other cars, I have a Naruto brand new set of rings. And oh, that's right. You have to open. It's got like a magnetic latch on it. There it is. And it comes with all the Naruto rings and this. I guess it would be like a necklace. Give it to your lady. There you are. We have a whole set of Naruto rings. Let's see if I hold them up here so you can see them better. Never been used, still in the package. And I can get more of these too if I need to. We will start this one. Let me set it up here. We'll start that at $5, but we'll get the shipping on it here for you too. There we are. And what is this bad boy weigh? All right. 8 to 11. That was going to be my guess. Okay, here's the Naruto ring set. Starting at $5. Brand new. Yep, if you see anything that you want me to run or you want to bundle something together, make a deal, let me know. Okay, no action on the Naruto, huh? Okay. I do have another car. I thought I had some Matchbox cars, but I guess I was mistaken. But this is a BMW E1, which I imagine is the electric car. And this one's a little bit longer. This is probably like a 3-inch car, still in the back package and all that. And I think this is another dealer premium where you might get one of these if you bought a BMW or something like that. That's just my guess. I don't really know. But we'll start that auction here. Oh, we'll start that at $2 for the BMW E1 die-cast car, new. That's fun. It's printed in German and in English on the back. Okay, let's see what we got under here. Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot to ask you, do we have any interest in Boy Scout patches? Take a look at these here and see what we got. Yeah, thanks for coming by today. I see all you people jumping in there. My screen is a little bit far away from me for you to read it, so I'm sorry you can't see it. This is from 2010. There's some other older ones in here too. This is from the Area Council Bighorn Camp, Boy Scouts of America. This one looks like it might have been attached before. So I have all these Boy Scout badges. I'd be happy to run them all as one price for all the badges. I had these on eBay, and my wife and I are going to be moving pretty soon to a new house, so we're trying to clear out my inventory right now. So I'm willing to sell all these things at rock bottom prices. So we'll start the Boy Scout badges here. Let me add that one in. Actually, they're patches. Sorry, not badges. Okay, we'll start that at $5. There we go. There, Boy Scout patches. And a whole bag of them right here. I didn't count how many, but it looks like it's probably about 20 different badges, like patches in here. Not a bad deal, especially if you're planning on reselling. All right, thanks, Duncan. Into the bin of commerce it goes. Okay, I also have, you can tell me if there's any interest in these here. I have a couple of tech deck things. This is a tech deck set here. And I have a Hot Wheels. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Thank you. And I have a Hot Wheels one too. So what I'll be happy to do is run the tech deck with the Hot Wheels all together. And here, let's take a look at what's in the tech deck. Obviously, it doesn't come with a box. Oh wow, what's so cool? Is it the Hot Wheels or the tech deck guy? So he comes in with this board. He has this deck here. It comes with 2 oil drums and a ramp. And as a bonus, here's the Hot Wheels skateboard that goes with it too. So do all those things for one price. And I'm just going to edit it to Tech Deck and Hot Wheels. There we go. There we go. So we're going to do that one all as one. So you'll get the Hot Wheels one here, and you'll get the Tech Deck dudes too as well. All for one price. All right. We'll save those for another day. Are there any knife people out there today? Oh, I keep going the wrong direction. Have this very nice single blade pocket knife. Locks into place, has a nice click to it. It's pretty sharp. I think I'd sharpened it. And it has a wooden handle, brass rivets, brass inlay up here at the top. Very nice knife. Any interest there? Well, I have that knife, and I can throw in these 2 NASCAR ones. Oh, the Pokemon box. This is the Pokemon box. It's the whole trading cards. Could put your lunch in it too, I suppose. It's in very good condition. And this is the back side over here. Yeah, I know I don't have pictures for some of them because I've been adding them as I go and then have time to take. Yeah, I know. Oh, man, I wish I had cards. Yeah, we wouldn't be talking about a $5 box then. But if you have cards, you're in. Any interest in the Pokemon box? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to run the Pokemon box for $2. $2. All right, no interest there. We'll move on. This is something new that I just came down the stairs for. I forgot I got this thing. This is a Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan mug. And what I liked about this one is when you put hot water, and it can't just be hot tap water, I found out. We actually had to test it, we had to get some boiling water and put it in here. And it's not Goku, it's one of the other guys. And this whole area turns into flames on that side and on that side. It doesn't have any markings about when it was made, but it's in really good condition. There's no chips or cracks. It doesn't even look like it's even any marks here from going into the microwave or anything like that. And I would suggest, though, if you do buy this, is that you hand wash it likely to preserve this part here. All right, so let me add this in here. And I'm just going to call it Dragon Ball Z. We're just going to call it the Dragon Ball Z mug. Maybe that's Vegeta. I don't know. I forgot all. Oh, let's find out how much it weighs. Weighing in at a hefty 10 ounces. Okay. All right, we're going to run the Dragon Ball Z mug. Yeah, very cool item. I don't have any boiling water to put in there to make him turn, but it's really kind of a cool effect. Be a warning to your enemies that you could go Super Saiyan at any moment. I also have another mug. I have a Starbucks holiday or Christmas mug. Doesn't say Christmas, but it has like winter scenery on it and everything. All right. Does anybody need, this is going to be kind of a reach here, does anybody need any fans? These would be like cooling fans for a computer or other electronic equipment. I have a box of 4 of these. They're brand new fans. They're made by Rosewill. Pretty handy, I guess, if you're going to build your own computer or just to play around. They probably run on 5 volts is my guess. There's a box of 4 of them. There's 4 of them in there. The whole box is only $5. Yep, you never know when you're going to need some new cooling fans for your computer, I'm running a Mac here. It doesn't really have a fan that I can tell. I've never heard it come on, at least. It does have one. Okay. I also have a set of micrometers. It's a set of 2 micrometers here, and they are vintage. They're not Starretts, I don't believe. This one's just a 0 to 1, so it's like 0 to 1 centimeters, I imagine, or 0 to 1. What do you get? Caliper? I'm not really sure, but these are kind of cool because when you get close to figuring the closing in on the thickness, you turn it by the bottom here, and it's got like a ratcheting action, and so you can't turn it too tight. This one does. I don't believe this one has that same feature on it, but that one does. That's for very, very precise measurement, and you just read the scale on the side. I sell a lot of these, honestly, on eBay, so they're they're very cool. I just didn't have, I guess, a customer that wanted these because they usually want the ones that say Starrett on them. These are unbranded. They could be, but I'm not sure. It doesn't say. All right, this is a set of 2 micrometers. Or maybe you're into machining. You want to find the thickness of sheet metal or something along that line. Right. Here's an oldie but goodie. It's an original ViewMaster, and this one comes with one disc that you'd put in there, and you can look at the pictures in there, and it works fine. I put up the light, I could see the pictures in there, and this particular disc is kind of fun because this doesn't have a story on it or anything like that. It actually has it's from the RCA Service Company. If you're going to go into the store and you wanted to, they actually had stores that all they sold were pretty much TVs and radios, and you wanted to see what types of options were available for the TV you're interested in. That salesman, instead of giving you like something that was printed, they would give you this thing and say, "Here, take a look at this," and you can see all the different options. Oh, this one's showing a remote control. And the remote on those was wired. You had a wire running from the TV and had like these big knobs that you would turn to turn the channel. Today, I know we're laughing about that kind of technology, but that's what was going on here. So anyway, we've got a vintage original ViewMaster, probably from the 1950s, judging by the disc that's in there. All right, now where did you go, ViewMaster? You're going to make me add it, aren't you? Okay, we're going to start this one at $3. There we go. So start the original ViewMaster, $3 with the fun disc in it. Whenever I post, sometimes I post the stuff on Facebook, just to talk about. And I have people from all over, or on YouTube, all over the world, mostly Germans, are asking about this. I'm not sure why. All right, there's the ViewMaster. And I think it's time for another giveaway. So let's run the next giveaway here. This is giveaway number 3. And you have 5 minutes to enter it. And then after that, we'll see how things go, if we're going to be continuing on here or not. But this is what you'll be getting, is a set of 4 vintage Schlitz coasters. And these are from 1960. They have a really cool graphic on them. You might get this in the bar. They put your beer or something on top of it. Very cool. These were really popular also when I was in Europe. Every time you go in the bar, you got some kind of a branded coaster. And I thought the funniest one was, I went in there and it said, I was in England, and it said, "Oh, look, we have imported Michelob." I said, "Oh, yeah, that's funny because it's a domestic here." So we have a set of those. Okay. We also have some comic books. I have an entire set here of Star Trek comic books, and I have video games, Xbox One video games, and I have some vintage comics like Indiana Jones and Star Wars and things like that too. So if there's any interest in those, let me know. I'll pull those up for you too as well. I also have a varsity letter C. Bonus points if your name starts with C. And then I have also, this is something I didn't pull out in a while, is a Transformers Armada. It looks like you would build this. It's kind of like Legos. They're not branded as Legos, but yeah, they're Legos for that matter. So this is the Transformers Armada, 2 firing missiles with the Jolt Minicon. Oh, compatible with other leading building systems. So they mean Legos. So this is compatible with Legos, but it's not Legos. All right, so let's take a look here if I can find this one. This would be Transformers. There we are. Starting at $4 for the Transformers Armada. It has been opened. I believe it to be complete. I looked through it all, and I did a quick inventory to make sure everything was in there. It looks like it is. Okay, moving on. We still have about 2 minutes left to enter the giveaway. I also have this vintage Florida-shaped ashtray, trinket tray. We just used to use it as a decoration at our house. We live in Michigan. We had some Michigan ones, so we had those on a coffee table or a side table. They're kind of cool. So if there's any interest in that, I'd be happy to run that one for you as well, just for a couple of dollars. And I think I've gone through just about everything that I have on here. We'll wait for the. I also have Legos. We'll wait for the giveaway to go. I have all kinds of loose Legos as well. There's a bag of mixed miscellaneous colors. I have, let's see, green and a bag of red and pink and, well, maybe not pink. I think no. I have dark green, blue, white, orange, yellow, this color green as well, and red. That's what I have in the way of Legos. I also have Xbox One games, aplenty. This one here is, so if there's any interest in these, let me know before we get out of here. Here is Star Wars Battlefront, Call of Duty Cold War, which actually wasn't an actual war. This is Plants vs. Zombies 2, Just Dance 2016, Call of Duty World War II. These are all Xbox Ones, remember. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, very popular title. Pac-Man Champion Series 2. And this one is Halo 5. It's in like a metal collector's tin as well. So if there's any interest in any of those, I'll be happy to run those for you as well. Okay, Toastman. All right, congratulations, Toastman. We'll get those out to you very, very soon. How much would Pac-Man and Star Wars? Well, you know what I'll do for you, since you've been such a great customer. I'll run the pair of them for $5 for you. How would you feel about that? Let's see. Here's Pac-Man. Oh, here's the other one. Yep, these two here. Okay, well, we'll run those. So I'm going to, just give me a second, I'm going to change the listing here so it reflects that, so I know what to send you. All right, so this would be Pac-Man. And I'll put and Star Wars. Well, Battlefront. I don't know what it is then. All right, so I got Pac-Man and Star Wars Battlefront starting at $5. Let me just weigh them real quick because now there's two of them. It might change the shipping profile. Hopefully not. No, you're still good. You're still good. Okay. Okay, this is for these two games here. This is Star Wars Battlefront and Pac-Man 2. Am I this way? Go this way. All right, countdown. Thank you very much. I'll put those in the bin of commerce here for you. Yeah, it's been a slow road to the bin of commerce lately, trying to get some things. Hey, no problem. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is a way for me to clear out my inventory. Honestly, I'm probably not making anything on any of these shows because you have to pay for promotions and all that kind of stuff. If you ever sold on here, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hey, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. I just keep plugging at it, and I'm going to probably have my next one on Tuesday. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be bringing out. Probably not this stuff. Guess this is like the third show. Some of the stuff has been here for 3 shows. So, but we will. We're moving probably in January is my guess. We're closing on our new house early in December, and then there's 30 days. So yeah, it is kind of nice. But I live in Michigan, and moving in January is, I don't know, it's going to be a challenge. Let's just say that. That's our snowy time is January and February around here. So yeah, I'm staying in Michigan. I'm just moving. If you're familiar with Michigan, in the Detroit area, moving downriver into Brownstown. So we're moving from Dearborn to Brownstown, and I do estate sales. I buy and sell storage lockers, all that kind of stuff. And so I have a new territory down there because, I'm not going to want to travel all the way to Dearborn to do estate sales. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty, not a long drive, but makes it that less convenient. So, but anyway, that's yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're looking forward. We like the house. One of the advantages, it's a ranch, so I don't have to go up and down the stairs all the time. In Dearborn, a lot of when they built, I live in a colonial, and when they built them, I don't know what they were thinking, but they put the bathroom on the second floor, and the bedrooms are on the second floor, which is nice, but there's no bathroom on the main floor, and that can be a problem. That can be a problem. So, and there's not one in the basement here either. But anyway, thank you for coming by, everybody. I'm going to get going and look for another show on Tuesday. And I'm not exactly sure what's going to be in it, but just, if you want to follow me, I appreciate you getting in the drawings and everything. I'm trying to build up my following and everything like that. So, oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I try my best. I try my best. And I try not to talk too much about the history of some of the stuff, but it's sometimes it's ding-dongity interesting. I like talking about, because I go, oh, I remember that toy, and oh, I know about this thing. So I'm a teacher by trade, but so I can't help it sometimes. Well, anyway, thank you for coming by, everybody, and then look for our next show. Will probably be on 11 o'clock on Tuesday, unless something else is going on my calendar. But look for Tuesday. Go ahead and follow me. That would be awesome. I appreciate it. All right, and have a great night. And thanks for coming by. I always get stuck on this. How do I? I always make it so difficult to close these shows down.